Good day. I hope everyone's doing good today. Welcome back to another recap of Power Book 2 Ghost Season 3, Episode 5. Here, as you could see, Monet, she went to go find Tariq to go ask him, about the guap that she got rid of, thinking that he was the one that got rid of Zeke. But we all know who got rid of Zeke. Um, you know, as usual, Tariq uses his brains on Consummate, and then he got and found out that the guap wasn't even in the country when Zeke died. We see Tariq, he got called quickly that he had to go to a meeting because RSJ was, in the meeting with Uncle Lucas, and, he needed Tariq there because he's taking a liking to Tariq. Um, where they were talking about this new tech company and getting it over the line and stuff like that, and RSJ wanted Tariq to be on it, but Uncle Lucas wanted to send Braden in to go and do it, and RSJ, he wanted Tariq. He used his brain and got Tariq there, and Tariq used his brains and got um Effie to come along with them. So RSJ fired up his jet and took them all to Italy. So it was RSJ, Tariq, Effie, Braden, and Kiki. Where just before they got on the jet, you see here Braden, asking Kiki if she's ready for the party, and she's like, "Oh no, you don't have to party everywhere." Going, he's like, "Oh, I don't need to find a party. The party finds me." And you could see Effie and Tariq, like a happy couple going on holiday, taking photos outside of the aeroplane and stuff like that. Meanwhile, back in New York, Monet, she's trying to put her plan into action to get rid of Lorenzo because now she's angry. And I think Monet mainly wants to rule everything. After she went and saw Kane and asked him about the guap, I think that kind of sealed the deal to let her know that it was Lorenzo that, even though Davis told her not to do nothing stupid, she still went and, start to put her plans in action. So he went to go see Uncle Frank's wife, Evelyn, and go with all the sad story. And that's where she told Evelyn that, Lorenzo was the one that put a hit out. But Evelyn, don't think that she wanted smoke, even though like in before she wanted revenge. I don't think that she wanted any smoke. So Tariq and Effie and Braden, they land in Italy. They went to the meeting with the information. Effie gave Tariq some information which he passed on to RSJ. They could get the better of the tech company. RSJ is, you can tell why he's regarded as one of the top businessmen because he handled his business with a bit of help from Tariq as well. So we know that Tariq is a smart kid. So they're there, him and Effie, having a little drink and talking about their date. And then we see the expression on Effie's face change. Her expression is changing. Guess who it was? It was Noma and Obi. We knew something like this was going to happen. But Noma was only there because she wanted Tariq, they to go find some listening device that Mecca planted in her ex-man's office or library. Francesco, you get what I mean? So she asked them to do that, and as usual, she telling them they're gonna be consequences if they fail, and they're gonna use RSJ as to get invited to this party that Francesco keeps all the time. So they got to the party and they do all the little, snooping around and stuff like that. Where we could see in the preview that I done, where we see Braden in the library or study, that is in Francesco's library, where he's trying to find this listening device. But you know, he ended up getting caught by Francesco's man, and it got took away. Effie tried to help him, but eventually she had to go and find the listening device, which just as she was getting out of the place, the library, the study. She got caught as well, but she used her woman smart and got taken to where Francesco's real art collections were. And then we could see like Braden getting, beat up by some of Francesco's goons and stuff like that. That was in my preview as well. Then he could, what's his name? You know, Drew and Gordo got a little intel that the guy was a CI that done the deal with Braden, so they came up with a plan to go to the hospital to go get his phone or even get rid of him so that he couldn't talk to the feds. But as soon as they got there, they saw a lot of feds, so they like hid in a little closet or something like that. Meanwhile, in Italy, Tariq and Effie are like stressed out because they can't find Braden, and now they need to use some leverage to get him back. So that's when Tariq came up with a bright idea to use the listening device in order to get Braden back. But they know that if they lose this listening device, then Noma she's gonna be not happy at all. So this is where you know, they made it. Somehow they contacted Francesco and made a deal to meet up, to do a switch for the listening device. In my preview, or what you can see, where Francesco got a gun to Tariq's head. That's when he wanted to take and wanted to find out why Tariq them, wanted that listening device or why they were in the house. They made the switch, and then just as Guado looked like he sorry about that, was about to get rid of Tariq, guess who turned up to save the day? Monet. Noma. Sorry. Noma turned up. Her and Obi turned up, and she had a couple snipers there, and she got her listening device, and Tariq them, they got away. But Tariq wasn't happy at all because he don't really want to be underneath the thumb. And Sachs, he went and told Davis about, we showed him the file about getting Theo out of prison, and Sachs was very proud of himself. And Davis was really proud as well, and he wanted them to go. But just before Sachs went into the office, he could see Davis hiding something in his drawer. So he kind of made a little slippery deal and told Davis, he should be coming from him, telling his brother that he's gonna get out of jail and stuff like that. Only to so that he could go snoop and, go run back to Jenny and tell her stuff. So he got into Davis's drawer, saw where he put the key, got in it, went and took the key up, and that's when he saw the file that was taken from Whitman's apartment. So now he's trying to get in contact with Jenny, and she's ignoring. So what does Sachs decide to do? I think he's more jealous than even trying to investigate anything at all. So he follows Jenny. Then he followed her to where Lauren was. Jenny got securities outside, so he was like curious. So he tried to get in the house, and his security wouldn't let him in anyway. So same time Jenny came out, and they had a conversation, and he was like, Sachs wanted to know who was inside there. And who came out the house? Lauren. Sachs was really shocked. You know what I mean? And he was over it, and because he found out that Jenny was really lying to him. So that's when he was telling Lauren that Tariq loved her, that he didn't want her to that. Sorry about that. I got this cold going on here. So that's how that episode went off. And then we could see um, the CI in the hospital. He lost his battle, man. And Drew, he saw that. And then they found out that he had overheard the detective telling Rodriguez that he had stuff on his phone and they're in the locker. So Guado and Drew, they ran up quick and paid the nurse at the desk some money to get the phone because there was some incriminating stuff on there. So they got the phone and could see the photos of Braden doing the deal, not knowing that he got snapped and stuff like that. And it's a good thing that, they went to the hospital, or, they all could have been sunk. They got rid of the phone and the chip and everything, which was good for them. So Sachs kind of left. On his way when he was walking off, he was telling Lauren, that Tariq loved her, and you don't think that Tariq tried to kill her, and that Jenny is manipulating him. She got in her feelings. In the end, we could see Tariq lying in bed with Effie when he got a message from a number that he don't even know. To meet in the north side of the campus, North Campus. So Tariq got there, was looking around, and to his shock, he could not believe his eyes. I thought he was going to have a heart attack. He could not believe it when he turned around and saw Lauren. Oh my gosh. I felt real good for him, I really did feel really good because you could tell that he genuinely cared for Lauren. So then, Lauren had some box cut a knife, because she's still wary. And that, this is where, they had a conversation, and when she told him that what happened, and she was still a bit suspicious, and she asked him why did he try to get her killed and stuff like that, and he's like, I wouldn't have done that to you because I care about you. But then he wanted to go confront Braden and Effie, but Lauren said that she didn't want them to know because, well, obviously we can tell that she sneaked out of the safe house that she was in. Then that they part the ways where he went back in, and I really thought that Effie was gonna tell him. I really did think that Effie was gonna tell him, but then she backed out again and just told him that she loved him. And could see Tariq, he was proper pissed off, but he's got to play it cool because Lauren gave him some valuable information that, the feds are trying to build a case against him. So he has to play it cool and be smart. Then, in the end, we could see Monet and the kids, Kane, Drew, Diana, they're home playing cards, waiting on Lorenzo to come home. See Lorenzo coming out of the bar, drunk as ever. As soon as he got out, he spots the nail in his tire. So in that preview where we saw, someone with a knife, little did we know that it was Gordo, man. Oh my gosh. Because before, we could see Monet speaking to him and, asking him how he got over it and stuff like that. And he's saying that he hasn't. And he would slit the throat of any of the person who killed his dad. And I don't know who was the one that told him, if it was Monet or if it was Evelyn, that it was Lorenzo, that Lorenzo put a hit out on his dad. But while Lorenzo was trying to get his tire out of the boot of his car, man, Guado reached round and snatched his throat, man. That was a crazy ending. So, from all the prediction, everyone said that there was going to be a major death. And there we go. Lorenzo is like the first. And I don't know who's going to be the next one, but Just keep on watching. Anyway, thank you guys for watching it all the way to the end to this. Thank you. Please hit the subscribe button, make a comment, share, and I'll see you again soon. Peace.